Hello, everyone. It's 11:50 p.m. They are vibrating the fuck out of me so bad. So bad. So, I've been having a rough time, as I said, feeling hated and unwanted on the internet, on social media. So, well, for the past, and I think the fake, I have a lot to say. So, the fake Darnell Williams perp left me alone. Excuse me. And it seemed like all the gang stalkers, when I thought that they backed off and left me alone, they're working behind the scenes at all times. Never left me alone. Never backed off. So hold up. I need to take my earbuds off because I can feel my vocal cords strained. Not very much, but I can feel it kind of strained. Well, I've been just having a rough time ever since I got up in here. Um, I've been trying to make progress and accomplish good things, but I have been attacked way more. You know, and I've been doing daily documentation on whether it be online or in-person harassment. So I am still sleep deprived, and I apologize if you might think I'm going around in circles or incoherent or something. But basically, so I probably could have gotten me some sleep if I didn't try to work on the making those beans in the crock pot in the middle of the night. And it, like, I don't remember how long ago was the last time I ever had black eyed peas, whether in a can or dried, or when was the last time I ever cooked and ate black eyed peas. Wait, you know what? I think that Cracker Barrel probably has. I don't remember if Cracker Barrel. No, that wasn't black eyed peas. It was some other beans that they had. Probably pinto beans. But anyway, it's been a long time, probably years, since I remember having black eyed peas. So I didn't realize that the black eyed peas expanded like really big. And I don't remember having black eyed peas. I'm not crazy over black eyed peas, but I really love lima beans and white beans and stuff. I haven't had white beans in a long time either. But it's red beans and pinto beans and sometimes black beans is readily available everywhere. So I haven't had white beans, like Great Northern white beans, in a long time either. I'm not talking about the 15 bean ham bean thing that I got a couple of months ago. I'm talking about like a straight up bag of, strictly white beans. Well, I think that me feeling anxiety about the beans kept me up all night. And plus, the attacks, threats, and harassment and betrayal and everybody turning against me. So I got absolutely no sleep last night at all. I tried to go to bed or try to go to sleep at 2:30. 45 minutes later, I couldn't sleep. So I ended up, and I was feeling mild vertigo and nausea and all that. So I ended up, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sitting here watching over the beans like a hawk because I'm sitting here feeling scared even though I had them on low, I just felt really scared about the cabin or whatever burning down. So I felt, with the cabin burning down and stuff like that, I just felt scared. So that's why I felt like I couldn't sleep. So I ate like extremely odd, early breakfast around 4 something. I had 2 of those pancake and sausage on a stick, and I had I had 2 of those pancakes and sausage on a stick with like a little bit of orange juice, and I had some cereal and milk, of course. So then at 5 o'clock, no, it was like 5:12 exactly this morning, the fake Darnell Williams perp, and that was the only time he messed with me so far throughout the day. And I was already on TikTok, so I was able to block him right away. But I don't remember what ignorant comment he said, but he made a fake account, another new fake account that said Mexican trans perp or something like that. And he got like a fake meme picture of a Mexican cowboy, and so I blocked him. Oh, I think he made false remarks about me being racist, or, lying to people saying, oh, don't pay attention to her, or she's racist or something like that. And I'm like, well, this is why people are turning against me. And then, so that's another thing that kept me up. Like, I had to watch all my social media, watch over like a hawk, so that him and other perps wouldn't be trying to fuck with and harass me. So at least 2 or 3 people got hateful and unfollowed me on TikTok. And as I said, like, if you're a new follower, we've been following like for a couple of weeks. We never even liked each other's posts, pressed the like button, or maybe I did and just don't remember, because I'd be just scrolling and don't even look at the name. Sometimes if I might like the content or whatever, I press the like button. But that person that unfollowed me, that's supposed to be part of the target individual community, is like, who lied to you about me? Or what did I do to you? So, like, that Nick Rich person, he calls himself a black sheep or whatever. Like, when he got hateful and unfollowed me a couple of days ago, along with the other 2 people, what I found out about him was he tried to act like, a white guy who delusionally believes he's a freaking rapper. And then he freaking try to talk and act like some new age, but then make it like he believes in God. He doesn't really have gang stalking footage, but he just sits in his fucking car. He's supposedly homeless, living in his car. And I saw him using like a devil horns emoji in one of his videos, and I thought I remember he threw up those signs also, but he seemed like he was quite new agey. And so then I'm like, well, that can help me find some closure and move on. But the thing is, if we're supposed to be targeted Christian and victims of narcissistic abuse, Like, why are you turning against me? Or what did I do to you? I never did you anything. But if they see gang stalker slanderous comments and then believe it, what the hell? So anyway, those men outside were working on building, I guess, new cabins. As I said, everything that was all just land, a piece of land right there. After I move in here and then get comfortable, oh, now all of a sudden they want to do construction and work on building and more cabins. Excuse me, why wasn't that built already before I came? But oh, y'all just want to do that for the noise harassment or more gang stalking. Fake manufactured building, you know, construction or whatever for gang stalking purposes. So then I think I went to bed at because at first, like with the beans, I put it on low from one after I did that video in the middle of the night. It was about 1:15 or 1:20, maybe 1:25. It was probably right before 1:30, and then I prepared the beans and put them in a crock pot and put the vegetables on and put it on low. And then I put it on low, and then maybe about 4 o'clock I put it on high and had it on high for at least 2 hours. And then I heard the maybe I put too much. I mean, it's not that I put too much water. Maybe I did, but the beans, expanded more. They expanded even more. But it's been a long time since, as I said, I'm still trying to relearn how to cook or how cooking operates all over again, because it's been quite a few years since because I've been homeless. But when I was by Janet, I didn't have any problems cooking at her house, but I made a mistake when I tried to cook at Trisha's house. And then I remember cooking in 2020 at that other extended stay motel or whatever. But but if I'm cooking on a stove, I've been doing it for years, but this crock pot, as I said, I'm trying to get used to it, trying to learn how to use the crock pot. And me trying to go off my own recipes or whatever, or I'm cooking for me. But when I had the crock pot on high, I started to hear like sizzling or something, and I had to turn the crock pot off, and some of the coconut oil and water were trying to get inside of the heating thing, not the base, but the thing that you put the base in. So I had to unplug it and then clean it off, and then I put it back and put it on low, and then it seemed like, I don't remember if it was 1 o'clock. No, I don't remember if it was 11, 12, or 1 o'clock. No, I think it was like 1 o'clock, because it seemed like when I sampled the beans around 8 something, they still seemed quite hard after so many hours. But I soaked them last night. or yes, from yesterday evening all the way through the middle of the night. Not all throughout the middle of the night, but I soaked them, and they expanded and expanded and expanded. And then after I cooked the beans, then the beans itself seemed like they shrunk. Like, and so I mean, like between 8:30 or 9 o'clock and maybe 12 or 1 o'clock. No, between 9 o'clock and 1 o'clock, my sleep was spotty, and I was still feeling that vertigo, nausea, and all that. And so I didn't have anything. I didn't have anything to eat or drink until dinner time. It was about 6 o'clock. No, it was shortly before dinner. I had some of the Nutter Butter wafers as a snack. Maybe an hour or two before I ate dinner. And so then, I had dinner and water. I showed y'all what I had for dinner, and then I had some water. And I also had, I put like the last of the Worcestershire sauce and the last of the mustard barbecue sauce. I mixed it together and then put those in the crock pot. Put that in the crock pot with my turkey cutlets. And I would have rather the turkey cutlets be overcooked than undercooked and be worried about being sick. But they were falling off the bone, tender and soft and easily breaking apart. They weren't dry really or tough. And then so I put the food up, and like when I was like I had, let's see, what ingredients did I use? I used some apple cider vinegar, Celtic sea salt, coconut oil, mixed vegetables, like frozen mixed vegetables, and some of the sea vegetables. And I squeezed the last organic lemon, and a few seeds accidentally got in it. But I don't remember what other ingredients. I think I named all the ingredients. And then after that I had after I named all the ingredients. I'm sorry. After I put all the ingredients in there, I put the top on, and but I didn't even measure how much water that I used. I just poured water in there. But I guess I should not have filled it to the top. So I saved the disaster with that. And then I had been like severely sleep deprived. And then, well, not severely, but I've been sleep deprived and feeling afraid that I'm going to die. So I've been harassed all day. So ever since about 7 o'clock this morning, Stephon Adams was harassing me all day. And Stephon Adams was harassing me all day. And David Jane was harassing me all afternoon and all evening. And I'm in the fake Darnell Williams perk this morning, and my twin sister gave me like a fraudulent copyright strike or illegal copyright strike. Like, your videos, I meant to say, her pictures aren't even copyrighted. We're a whole fucking family. Like, she never put my pictures or videos up on the internet against my permission and consent. And she allows strangers to do that, and she don't even defend her own twin sister. Never did. Talking about loyalty, but you never been loyal to me since birth. But the foster mother is to blame, because the foster mom is to blame because you know they didn't give a damn. They just was using witchcraft and occultism to destroy foster kids for money, and they manipulate us to not be close, because if me and my twin sister were close and banded together and stand up, I mean, we probably could have, any of these families probably could have had the power enough to overthrow these motherfuckers, the fake CPS foster care system. But they drug us up and take our money, do all kinds of illegal, fraudulent stuff, and then they drug us up so that we couldn't connect dots and figure out their dirty ways and stand up and fight back. But we're about to be 40 years old, and they're sitting there. Me and my twin sister still can't get along because, as I said, she couldn't do Pete, Ramona, Derek. She couldn't even do Wyatt like how she do me. But I don't know why, and she definitely could. She couldn't do a lot of family members like how she do me. But the only person other than myself who she feel like she can have an advantage of is Sean. So, it's like I think the perps went and tapped her on the shoulder and showed her. And that's why, because she left me alone long time ago. And as I said, even if she backed off, she still got those slanderous videos. She has used my videos she used my videos and pictures or whatever of me against my consent. But I'm not allowed it would be almost all of her videos about me that so my twin sister is an abusive, narcissistic, demonic, bully, gang stalker. But and I went back on that fake ass TIWatch.com website. TIWatch.org, where Stefan Adams, Starbricker, and a few others, they're just like a small little fake cult of they brag about their sex trafficking and gang stalking crimes towards targeted individuals. And Stefan Adams has proven that he's a Satan worshiper. Now, he can falsely call me a narcissist or falsely make false proof that I'm a narcissist. But when I call him a narcissistic abuser, he try to make it like as if I need to go and look in a dictionary and look up what a narcissist means. But as I said, I'm not even bothering him or talking about him. He will try very hard to discredit my videos of me talking about people, the gang stalking tactics that I'm not even talking to or about him. And I've told him numerous times to stop mentioning me and stop, just stop bothering me. So he's a predator. The fact that I have asked him to leave me alone and stop harassing me for so long, and he won't listen. I don't even know y'all. So I caught Starbricker, gossiping about me eating Magnum bars and then trying to count calories. Trying to count how many calories she thinks I'm eating. And then they start harass you and meddle in your business. And then they turn around and make it like as if you're the one stalking and harassing them. So Yeah, my twin sister's pictures, they're not even copyrighted. So how the hell was it? Wasn't even just a copyright claim. It was a fake, fraudulent copyright strike just to be evil. And she doesn't want to be outed as a gang stalker. So that's why she felt the need to smear and lie like she's been doing for decades. She turned into an abuser. All this hardcore prejudice because y'all falsely think I'm mentally ill. But my twin sister, last I knew, she was seeing a psychiatrist and taking medicine her damn self. But she'll try to falsely say I'm schizophrenic and need help all day. But y'all not gonna, none of y'all not gonna silence me. You're not gonna scare me no more. You're not gonna silence or scare me. But that's what they want to try to do. Think that they got power over you. If we're twins, what make you think you are an authority figure over me? And you hate your own twin sister. You don't even care about me like as if I'm not family. But street strangers have done you way worse than the shit you falsely accused me of doing with no proof. And you're quick to forgive a stranger the next day and eat with them. I can't comprehend it. But yeah, my twin sister sold her soul to the devil, because if she didn't, then she would have just as shut up. And look, this narcissistic control freak fake TI perp trying to tell me start reading your Bible. How about I'm about to block you? How about you stop telling people what to do? You're the same guy that freaking attacked me and went off and yelled at me, when I made a statement about, stop telling me what to do. So, it's like, and I'm sick and tired of these abusive, narcissistic, religious, fake Christians trying to tell people what to do, or they think that because you're under spiritual attack, then that's proof you're not serving God enough, or you haven't been reading your Bible, you haven't been praying. Stop telling me what to do. Talking about start reading your Bible, start praying, and you don't even care about me. Shut up, because you don't even listen to me. So over the past week, I would have like up to, not whole week, for the past few days, I had up to 1,280 YouTube subscribers. And whoever that was, 24/7 round the clock, what had keep on unsubscribing and resubscribing, where every 5 minutes, if you say 1.28K subscribers, and then it'll say 1.27. 5 minutes later, each time it's refreshed between 1279 and 1280 every 5 minutes. Whatever perp that's doing that. And then, they had, as I said, they had 2 people who got hateful and unfollowed me unsubscribed from me on YouTube, because y'all fake and ain't never been there for me anyway. And it's probably perps. So the fake Stephon Adams perp falsely said that for me to be upset about people unsubscribing, that's proof that Candy's the narcissist. But no, if you think you have a license to try to control people and meddle in other people's business, after I ask you to leave me alone. And if I am any kind of XYZ, it ain't your business. Like, you shouldn't have anything to do with me. Stay away from me. So, I would like to start blocking bossy people out of my life. Because the bossiest, most controlling people, they're the main ones who don't care about you. The main people telling you to repent of your sins and read your Bible, they're the main ones gang stalking you and throwing up the satanic hand signs. So when as I said, I really don't unfollow or block people without a reason. And if I unfollow or block somebody, I rarely unfollow somebody, like unfollow, and just unfollow. But if I unfollow, I end up blocking also because if you say something ignorant, like they had somebody that was somewhat newer follower on TikTok, and when I did the video asking about the food stamps, they had a few people were saying that was some back pay or retroactive pay or something like that. And so the retroactive pay or back pay, and then but I'm still scared to spend the food, the other, I'm still scared to spend the other food stamps though. One person said that she is a TikTok. One person on TikTok said that she is a food stamp worker, and she was saying that was some kind of retroactive or back pay. But I'm like, well, anybody could say anything. I need but I don't know how to get in contact, and I would hate to have to physically go to the office in person and then be harassed and abused and wrongfully banned just for trying to ask a question or something. So I thought it was an error, but some people are saying that that's reactive. Not reactive. I meant to say retroactive pay or back pay or something like that. So it might be retroactive or back pay or something. So they had this black female who claimed to be Christian making a ghetto ignorant comment on my TikTok, trying to tell me, she tried to make a ghetto ignorant comment on my TikTok trying to tell me, girl, stop telling all your business and just I don't remember word for word what she said, but she said, girl, stop telling y'all all your business and just go grocery shopping and be happy. And so I blocked her for that ignorant comment because, come on, it's like that sounds like some perp shit and ignorant. What does me asking for advice about, about food stamps, what does that have to do with me telling all my business? And if you expose gang stalking or what you've been through, people will make like, oh, you tell all your business. But that's ghetto narcissistic abusers who talk like that. Some of them who are not ghetto say that too, but they want to talk about, oh, you tell all your business. No, because you hate me. So exposing gang stalking is complaining, being negative. Oh, I don't want that energy around me. Oh, because you're a new age. You're an abusive, narcissistic, fake new ager. That's why you say I don't want that energy, that negative energy around me. But you're the one who's doing the devil's work. So, but as I said, they got a lot of people who claim that they're Christian and targeted individuals on TikTok, even if they do show footage of themselves being gang stalked, and then they try to make like, well, oh, I'm about to clean house, and oh, don't take it to offense if I unfollow everybody. Oh, I'm just no, because you want to stop talking about your targeting because you sold out and you're trying to pretend to have a fake Christian cover. You want to have a fake Christian cover. So now, like me, it's crazy, like me losing over 8 TikTok followers, and it's like I'm almost borderline back to, if I lose any more, I'm almost borderline, just about won't be eligible to do live stream anymore, not have 1,000. So, but the wet NAYRB perp and Stephon Adams and Star Bricker, they're sitting there gossiping about me and bullying me, slandering me, lying on me. And then they want to talk about me being childish and acting like a 5th grader. But if I do act like a 5th grader, it ain't y'all business. I mean, you're childish for being 60-something years old and bullying people and meddling in people's, stalking and harassing and meddling in people's business. As I said, Star Bricker tried to make like I'm greedy and crazy for eating, and then she tried to make it like she's outraged about how many calories, trying to make it like I'm supposed to feel ashamed. So it was like, I don't even remember when the last time I had Magnum bars. I mean, those things are extreme. Well, see, that's a loud vehicle, a loud truck. I very seldom get to eat Magnum bars. Like, I don't remember whether or not Magnum bars existed back in the 90s, but that's something that the foster mom never had in her house. She would never allow us, she would never really have Haagen-Dazs in her house. So, with her fake morality, we rarely got ice cream. Not all that much. And if we did, she would get that cheap half-gallon pail of ice cream or something like that. Or it might be Neapolitan. Is it Neapolitan? Yeah, I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce that right. Neapolitan or strawberry or something she want to make sure I don't like. Or it might be just plain vanilla. But, so just like the rare time for me to have, like me eating a Magnum bar, I knew the person would get mad at that. But, I mean, it ain't your fucking business. Like, what make you think if you're in the Midwest, what makes you think that you can control a stranger in Texas? Now, if my twin sister was doing a video, to make eating Magnum bars, I'm going to eat this Magnum bar to make Candy mad. She would get applauded and get praise and pretty much go viral for that shit. Go viral for perping and gang stalking and gaslighting and trying to discredit your own twin sister. That's why it's like my twin sister's allowed to eat, but I'm not allowed to eat. I'm not allowed to eat, but my twin sister's allowed to eat. They don't count her calories. They don't try to control how she lives. I have a place to live right now, and I'm not asking for money. I don't need to at the moment. At the moment, I don't need to. And they still try to nitpick and, still try to nitpick and have something to say. So, as I said, I think I may have had Magnum bar when I was staying at the motel in Pensacola before I went by Trisha. I think maybe once I had the Magnum, like maybe it was a pack of Magnum bars, but Um, but the serving size on the Magnum bars, I don't even know if Starbricker was that outraged that she actually went to the fucking grocery store and looked on the package of Magnum bars, and she tried to call me greedy for eating three miniature Magnum bars, but three miniature Magnum bars, it says one serving. Serving size 3 bars, servings per container 2. But the day before, I ate 1. And the day after, I ate 1. And then one of the other ones I couldn't eat because the package was, like one end of the packaging was open. So satanic gang stalkers think they got the authority to dictate that I shouldn't be allowed to eat Magnum bars. As I said, and before, like, I had never really had a Magnum bar in my life until that zoo job in 2018. And so then, while I had the job, occasionally I would have a Magnum bar, but of course not every day and not even every week. But I would, so after that, I don't even remember if I had any Magnum bars in between then. But I think I had Magnum bars, in that motel last year. But you sitting there, it's Magnum bar minis, not the big Magnum bars. That you sitting here freaking out over something that's not your business. And you call me childish and at every opportunity. But it's y'all that's childish. And if I'm complaining about somebody unfollowing or blocking me on social media, you're mad because you're blocked, and that's why you continue to harass and bully. But I call those fake motherfuckers out, and then I go on about my life. But, and Stephon Adams made the fake comment on his fake website trying to make it like as if Candy is such a bad and horrible person that even people in the TI community are sick of her, or even people in the TI community don't even like her. When it's not even the case that I'm such a bad person, or people even in the TI community are sick of her antics. But, I mean, what do y'all gain from trying to control other people? Try to frighten, bully, intimidate, and scare somebody. That's pretty childish, and especially somebody who don't even know you and who never did you anything. But that's what they do, harass, stalk, and fuck with, and bully you. And then when you call them out, they want to cry about doxing and all that. But other targeted individuals, the gang stalkers don't tell them, oh, well, I'm going to sue you for doxing. But they're already rich, living a high life, have a car. I would be homeless on the streets and struggling for my next meal. And y'all sitting there fraudulently and illegally driving 2023 Volvo SUVs or 2024 Volvo SUV, living in condos, or own a 7-bedroom house, and talking about suing me, or your right to sue for slander, defamation, and libel, when I'm freaking speaking the truth about y'all gang stalking. And you're not going to try to scare me into silence. I'm not your fucking slave, and you're not my handler. None of y'all, family or not. I'm my own person. I'm a grown ass adult. I'm not a fucking child. And then they will be like, well, act like one. If you perceive that I act like a child, then stay away from me, rather than trying to force yourself to try to control me. As I said, if there's any childishness about me, it's because of my upbringing. And then this targeting, I mean, they make sure you're forced, isolated, and not allowed to have a social life. Excuse me. So, it's 12:35 a.m. in the morning on Tuesday, June 27th, 2023. So I'm trying to make sure I got all my parameters covered on everything that happened or everything I needed to say. I'm still working on a mental health ebook. So yeah, I mean, y'all are full of shit that, I mean, what you gonna do? File a lawsuit against me for eating a Magnum bar? What, or what you gonna do? Saying that you're gonna say, what you gonna do? Say that eating a Magnum bar is equivalent to murdering people? Because that's what y'all trying to make it like, as if like me eating even one Magnum bar, Magnum Mini. You know, if I eat it, you got something to say. If I throw away the package of the Magnum bar that's already open, you got something to say about that too. If you got something to say if I eat food, you got something to say if I throw away food. And I rarely throw away food unless it's unsafe to eat, or if I be trying to not consume or don't even want to be around food that I don't like. You know, so if I don't want to eat wilted strawberries, then yeah, that will go to waste at a freaking restaurant. Or moldy strawberries, I'm not going to eat that. But, you know, David Jane, like, had 2 or 3 different accounts to come and harass me, and I had to block him. And he tried to say, you don't need food stamps, greedy. But, you know, he got hurt when Ben Fraud from the fake Hellsway Church, abusive narcissistic Ben Fraud from the fake Hellsway Church, you know, said that me and David are the greediest in the church. And the fake pastor Eric, who had been Eric had to register as a sex offender. Fake pastor Eric, you know, they were all abusive, narcissistic gang stalkers at the fake Hellsway Church, and I didn't know what the hell I was dealing with. You know, so David would get called greedy also. So what the fuck, y'all expect me to starve? And Starbricker went on a whole fucking long-winded rant about, oh, Candy talks about how she wants to eat healthy and this and that. Well, I was going through something and emotionally upset this past Friday. So, you know, I had a rough day that day. But, you know, if I didn't have that rough day, I probably would not have bought the Magnum bar. But they had these Mexican ice cream pops. I like the butter pecan flavor, and they're much cheaper, but they seem like as if they were melted and then refrozen. But I got them the time before, and they were okay, but they looked like as if they were melted and then refrozen, so I didn't feel comfortable with getting that. So that is why I went over to get the Magnum bars, the miniature Magnum bars. And then they had Klondike bars and Reese's bars or whatever, ice cream bars on sale, 2 for $9. But, you know, as I said, I wasn't, you know, as I said, I wasn't, you know, like I wasn't, you know, I felt like, well, first of all, the stuff that I had already, if I would have got the Klondike bars, they would not be able to fit in my freezer. And then they wouldn't be able to fit in the freezer. And then, I felt like, well, I just wanted a little something. I didn't want to bombard myself with something big, like, because I did say that I'm, want to try to work on eating healthier and eating better. And I explained that at these two stores, they don't really have they don't really have a lot of, you know, healthy stuff. So, and I don't have convenient transportation to go and get like fresh fruits and vegetables like I was able to do at the beginning of the month. And that wasn't convenient. I really hate being forced to have to making a transportation appointment days in advance. So I can't even just, if it's on Wednesday at 1 o'clock in the evening, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I wanted to go to the store. Oh, living here, I would have to make an appointment, and the next Tuesday, Thursday or Friday, or that next week is not even guaranteed. Or they'd be like, we're all booked up. Well, how am I going? And these are the only two stores they got. But at least my beans and rice and mixed vegetables and the turkey breast cutlet, at least they're healthy. At least that's healthy. I mean, Starbricker, she condemned me for eating ice cream, but at the same time, she would condemn me for consuming pink Himalayan salt or even talking about it. Or she would condemn me for consuming coconut oil, which is healthy and natural and healing. And the pink Himalayan salt is too. And the Celtic sea salt also. But why should you care about what I eat when all you're doing is trying to destroy me? You sabotage my ebooks and write fake bad reviews on all my ebooks. You don't mean me any good. You don't have my best interest at heart. You bully, harass, and laugh at me. But if anybody in a targeted individual doesn't like me, it's not that they don't like me on their own because they think I'm a bad person. I've said numerous times that the majority, and other people are saying it too, the majority of targeted individuals, nearly all of them, except a select few left. Many targeted individuals have been beaten into submission and turned into perps. And once they get compromised and turned into a perp, that's why you don't like me no more. If you used to like me back then, and then you hate me now, and because you got compromised. You're no longer a target, but now you're a compromised, corrupted, fake TI perp. And narcissistic abuse comes right along with it. And people say trust no one, not even other targeted individuals. Because if they got somebody who say that they're targeted and they act like they want to come live with me, or if they're homeless or whatever, if they might swear that they're Christian and believe in God, you never know if they might just lie just to get in here so that they can try to have like fake manipulative sad sob stories. And then once they get up in here, they might either set me up to get institutionalized or have me dead. Trisha was trying to do both. But y'all always side with and listen to the liars. When people lie on me and make it like as if Candy's XYZ such a horrible person, the same people who smear campaigning and slandering you and lying on you and everything, they're the main ones who throw on your face during an argument. You wonder why nobody don't like you, or something like that. But I'm glad I have some, not very many at all, sadly, but I'm glad that I have a few left of supportive, even if they're Christian or if they're not Christian or if they're targeted or not, very few people who are supportive and their minds cannot be manipulated or changed on the slander about me, or if you try to corrupt somebody's mind on what to think about me. But my twin sister has been doing this to me for decades. Lied to me. Lied to my neighbors about me. Spread the word, lying to my neighbors about me, lying to family members about me. That's why the family hate me. She even admitted that she used to lie to the family members about me and tell them my weaknesses and, my triggers and what set me. Why would you do that to your own twin sister? Why? And then you come and admit it. But nobody's loyal nowadays. Everybody's fake and nobody's loyal. And people have the same people who told me trust no one, those be the first to betray me and stab me in the back. But if you try to say, oh, you're God's chosen and I support you fully, and nobody could change my mind about you, and I would never do this, I never betray you, I never and as soon as they say that, they've been and stabbed me in the back faster than they could say those words. You can't even trust people's lying lips, because and then once they do betray you, they'll make it like as if you always have been a problem, or that they never did like you, or like they never could. Well, why were you calling me, checking up on me then? And we would be on the phone, talk on the phone for like 14 hours a fucking day talking about this damn targeting. And then you the one reach out to me, offer help, and then start to, we share our targeting experiences, and then all of a sudden you just start flipping out and acting weird. And start doing narc shit and perp shit, and then you act like a perp, step on purpose and violate all my triggers and traumas, and then reverse it on me and lie and say that I'm the government agent. And I never even located really the DHS fusion centers. I never contacted the FBI. I never contacted the fusion centers either. I never contacted the CIA. I don't think I ever really wrote to the government, except with the biological mom Francis for Hurricane Katrina. She had me write a statement to the Army Corps of Engineers about what we went through with Hurricane Katrina. But other than that, I never really wrote any letters to the government, Congress, none of them, because I never wrote to the UN, because they're all working for this eugenics, satanic New World Order. Excuse me. And y'all gang stalkers, loyal to the enemy. But the enemy, it happens with celebrities all the time. With celebrities, make a deal with the devil, make a pact with the devil. Some of them be fronting like they're Christian, be tweeting so many Bible scriptures on Twitter, or Twitter preaching, or Instagram giving fake social media fake motivation and fake positivity. You talk about God and positivity and be quoting Bible scriptures, but you sit there and help to have Whitney Houston sacrifice, and then do a music video mocking her death. I'm talking about Brandy and Monica, the singers. So the singer Monica will always, back in 2010, she would be tweeting on Twitter, quoting Bible scriptures and talking about God and positivity. And they said that, Monica, mocked, like Brandy and Monica, they were gang stalking Whitney Houston right before her sacrifice, before her murder, before her death. And Monica asked her, why are you all wet? So if Whitney Houston, I think I remember they said that she sent the singer Brandy a note, and everybody's like, yeah, Brandy, what was written in that note. And so I heard that everybody partied with the Grammys while Whitney Houston was up there dead. That's fucking total satanic ritual. So, and they got so many people who say that they're Christian who want to try to make me feel ashamed or make me feel like I'm the only sinner. Everybody else is righteous except me. That's why they want to make like, oh, you're such a horrible person. You wonder why nobody likes you. That's why nobody likes me, because you're slandering them to me and manipulating. So all the videos that the perps did to mock me and make memes out of me, if I report copyright strike, YouTube ignores that. If I report harassment and bullying, YouTube, they ignore that. But I never in my life on any of my channels ever got like a copyright. I've had copyright claims, but I never had a copyright strike before. Ever. Ever. So my twin sister was just trying to be malicious. Just trying to be malicious. But as I said, I get almost daily harassment with the perps harassing me about stuff they don't know shit about. Stuff that they don't know anything about. And I feel pained and hurt that my twin sister, I thought she would have known me better than to do something like that to any of her kids. But I really think she's using projection. As I said, those people in that video were saying that my twin sister herself, Brandy, that she had put a gun to Raven's head and made Raven, go down. Like, why would you even make up such a lie about that about me? And I never even had a gun. And so my twin sister would lie, manipulate, and switch things up. And then she'd be gossiping and laughing and thinking it's funny. And even other people might have to call her out on stuff like that sometimes. Like, Brandy, that's not funny. Or you don't play like that. You don't freaking lie like that. You don't play like that. But, they would try to think that if making up a lie on me is supposed to get me into, to be frightened into fear and submission. It's another, but them making up life-threatening lies on me, but them making life-threatening lies on me is, they think that it's supposed to scare me to be quiet. And so that's why they wanted, including my twin sister and everybody, that's why they wanted me medicated, because the whole time I was ignorant and didn't know, and complying with the psychiatry and the medication. I guess they feared that day that I would find out what they're up to. And that's why my twin sister tried to make it like as if she's livid and upset about me finding out she's a gang stalker. And then she tried to talk about that I need to be mentally institutionalized now. Why is it every time that an abusive, narcissistic gang stalking family member want to get mad, the first thing they want to do is try to make like I need to be institutionalized just because we're arguing and you're mad at me? But you're arguing another family member or a coworker, or you can argue with your boyfriend. You're not gonna say he needs to be institutionalized. You sit there and let him use weapons and beat the fuck out of you. Your boyfriend, husband, or whatever, or you sit there and let some stranger on the street beat the fuck out of you. But you think you got an advantage over your own cousin, sister, twin brother, mom, dad, child, whatever else. So as I said, my twin sister had a lot of targeted individuals bewitched. I mean, she even got Darius. Damn. She even got to him. And I have a extremely strong headache all of a sudden. So it seems like my twin sister has been slandering me for years. But the one time I tell the truth, yeah, I mean, as I said, my twin sister won't even fucking wake up. She won't even wake up. And when I say wake up, she won't wake up to the truth and see, that this is backwards. This is not right. But she be having all the gang stalking symbolism. Always went purping with the red. Like, I'm gonna tell you one thing she used to do to me. So after we turned 18 and the singer Aaliyah died, the foster mom, it's like we both, me and my twin sister, we both tried to share being fans of Aaliyah and comment, and everybody, you know how the world felt about after she died. And then it was our 18th birthday. So that had a significant impact. And then 9/11 happened. And I had, a new chapter, a new beginning in my life. So, I was 18 and an adult. And the foster mom, I mean, my twin sister, she used to listen to R&B celebrities like, we used to like a lot of the same artists, even the foster sister Joni. So when after I turned 18 and the foster mom started weaponizing weaponizing the thing about Aaliyah, then my twin sister started to do it. So, my twin sister went into the military. She had money and I didn't. And the foster mom took my money. So she was able to get the Aaliyah CD before I did. And she was sharing in my dorm room and going to college, going to Nichols State University. She was trying to ask me to do. I'm not going to lie. Aaliyah's last album, I didn't like it. I didn't. Except initially, one song I liked. I Care For You. And then after that, some of the other songs actually grew on me. But I really like at least half of the One in a Million album. But Age Ain't Nothing But a Number album, I can't like that. Well, I be trying. I don't even listen to Aaliyah music really anymore. But I don't listen to her songs anymore because I feel like, I didn't realize that the celebrities were under MK Ultra and mind controlled and being exploited, and then you hear about the cloning and tranny conspiracy, the transgender cloning conspiracy, and them being like dead clone transgender and all that. And so, I backslid off and on with the R&B music, and then, off and on. And then it seemed like if I'm going back to listening to R&B music, secular R&B music, it seemed like it's very hard to pull away from. And it seemed like as if I had to detox or not listen to music at all for like at least a good 5 or 6 months, and then it's like I gotta get it all out of my system, and then I can go back to listening to some of my Christian songs or whatever. excuse me, but it's hard to break away from, you know, I mean, I'm deeply saddened and hurt about the demonic music industry. I didn't know it was demonic. I thought it was just simply pure entertainment. I didn't realize the devil, that I did not realize that entertainment was one of the devil's tools to distract you and brainwash you and send you to hell. So, so it's like, and I'm wondering if, now what if another targeted individual would have done a video and put up my twin sister's pictures and said, you know, that, Candy Grandpre is a gang stalker. She wouldn't even make a copyright claim or a copyright strike or whatever. But the fake Darnell Williams perp, he would use her pictures. Pictures that we're twins now. Pictures that I never saw of my twin sister before. And he would put her picture up and call himself like Pimp Ass Darnell Williams or something, or Greedy Grandpre. And I even showed y'all him doing that. But she doesn't have a problem with that because she can care less about him mocking me. She does not care. My own twin sister does not care if I die. She does not care if I'm dead. But any other time, people would have, attacked her, cyber attacked her, and got on her case and said, "Brandy, you fucked up and dirty for treating your twin sister like that." But she made a fake case for everybody to feel like her abuse towards me is justified. And then they all join in on the abuse. And I don't have really anybody in my corner. And any one person that would support or defend me, they get devoured, attacked, and chewed out too. I'm not allowed to have even one person on my side. Even people who make like as if they're my supportive subscribers, they don't even act like they have my back against my own twin sister. They'll make it like they just want to stay out of it. But my twin sister can have a whole gang army of fake TI perps, corrupted, sold out, abusive, narcissistic, fake TI perps, and regular sex trafficking gang stalkers. Like a whole fucking gang army against me. So on my Candy Grandpre YouTube channel, if you click on my profile, I have like an orange banner that says I am not crazy, or trying to say I'm not crazy. Excuse me. So the fake Stephon Adams perp put on a fake banner on his fake TIWatch.org website and said, he photoshopped it to say I am crazy, trying to mock me. But when I showed the video of him sexually, how would he even get videos? Like, I know that Brian too wouldn't be posting those kinds of videos to YouTube. So and how could he post those videos and get away with it? But if Stephon Adams is sexually exploiting another man, and then he gets fake riled up when I call him a sex trafficker. So it's senseless to bully and harass somebody who you think is crazy, to get them to get mad and go off and lose their temper. But we would be sane and normal if you left us alone and minded your business. We would be sane and normal if you left us alone and minded your own business. Hell, being 39, almost 40 years old, not being allowed to make grown-up decisions, I guess that would make anybody depressed, sad, miserable, crazy, you name it. Because I wonder I wonder what if somebody were to control or gossip about everything Stephon Adams does or says, or somebody try to control or gossip about everything that Star Bricker says and does. How come my own twin sister is allowed to live a free life and do whatever she wants? Like, my twin sister can make cooking videos and get applauded and get praise. And she can talk about food. So, what I was trying to say about what she would do about Aaliyah was that she would copy off the foster mom by trying to make it like as if I'm forbidden or not allowed to talk about Aaliyah, or that topic is off limits. And then try to say, well, because every time you bring up Aaliyah, we get into an argument. No, we end up getting into an argument when you know it. So the fact that she would, during a normal phone conversation, when she feel like being nice, she'll let me talk about her or whatever. But if she make it like she don't want to hear about me talking about Aaliyah, but then afterwards, she'll wait until it's Raven's birthday party, like she did this one time. And then she would start perping and trying to play Aaliyah's music. And you can tell she's trying to mock and make fun and trying to do perp and harass at the party on purpose, after she used and cheated me out of and scammed me out of money for Raven's birthday party. She would manipulate me out of money to pay for Raven's birthday party, and then threw it in my face and lie and say, my party that I paid for. No, I paid. You bullied and manipulated for me to pay for Raven's first birthday party and make it my responsibility. And this was before Hurricane Katrina. Talking about my party that I paid for. But I paid for that. And she lied and said she was going to pay me back and never paid me shit. She picked a fight or an argument with me for an excuse to justify feeling like she didn't have to pay me back. So, even in 2018, my cousin Daryl Jr., who they call Do, he would, in 2018, Do would, he was like David Jane. You would have never thought that they would get him to act like a perp. But Do started blasting Aaliyah's song back and forth on purpose to get underneath my skin and make me mad. And, before I even realized that was part of the gang stalking. And so they turned Do into a perp. And so that's how I ended up getting into that argument with drunk lady Yvonne. And I never saw or heard from my own aunt ever since October 13th, 2018. Was the last, and they don't even care about my whereabouts. They don't care about nothing. And even drunk lady Yvonne, she falsely lied and said that me and the biological brother Sean, that we like living like that we enjoy being homeless. They like living like that. But homelessness, what if you ended up homeless? But as I said, they're all perks. But so my twin sister, if I know that she wait until there's a party or something, or then she would do stuff like, I don't even know how they would know the day before I have an exam going to the University of New Orleans. And then she would call up and leave a voice message playing Aaliyah in the background and mocking and making fun of me and then have the whole entire family, the biological mom, Francis, Mark, and all of them, to fall out laughing in the background. But my twin sister the foster mom, Adrian Felder, is the mastermind behind why my twin sister would use Aaliyah to perp and bully me. And then she manipulated the rest of the family to, use Aaliyah to antagonize me. But I don't listen to Aaliyah's music anymore. But I was still, like, if they had anything about a lot of these celebrities, the truth, like the transvestigations or MK Ultra cloning or anything Illuminati related, yeah, I still research and collect whatever truth information about any of that, But or anything conspiracy related. So even if they might have like an MK Ultra video about Brooke Shields or something like that, or Taylor Lautner, or Cyndi Lauper, Jennifer Love Hewitt, any of the, or, Da Brat, or Missy Elliott, or whoever, but I don't, well, the internet has scrubbed a lot of the truth away. So there's not a whole lot of that I can research like I used to be able to. But so I mean, it's like, yeah, it's not a whole lot of, they shut down a lot of conspiracy stuff, a lot of truth stuff. So, like, I would see my twin sister subscribe to Aaliyah on purpose just to make me mad on YouTube. But I'm forbidden to utter Aaliyah's name or say Aaliyah, but they can do it as long as they're doing it for gang stalking purposes. And so my twin sister went as far as to subscribe to Aaliyah on purpose just to make me mad and get underneath my skin, and watching all the videos and commenting, and she has discussed or talked about Aaliyah in front of my face to other people, but I'm supposed to be like forced to shut up. And so she even last year around our birthday, she did it on purpose to perp me, that she made sure that she went and got a red Aaliyah t-shirt and was rubbing it all in my face, like hoping that she can piss me off, offend me, and make me mad. Ever since our teenage years, her big motto was to, make sure you do XYZ to Candy on purpose just to make her mad, just to get underneath her skin, just do stuff on purpose just to make. But then she'll flip out if somebody did something on purpose just to make her mad. She can dish it out but can't take it. She's been slandering me for decades, but the one truth that I speak, I get a freaking copyright strike. But she has used my videos, and she never copyright striked all the online strangers that are. We're supposed to be close. We're not even supposed to be like as if we're not related. That's backwards and twisted. But I know about the Bible prophesizing, that family members will be against each other in the last days. Because my twin sister chooses to side with darkness. But she will falsely paint me as evil and a narcissist when it's her. But it might take for me to die for y'all to wake up and figure out the truth. But y'all dismiss me as being negative, a troublemaker, full of drama, when I'm sitting here telling y'all the truth about not just my twin sister, but all of the damn gang stalking. Foster mom, everything. The cult, But as I said, it is not right to band together with online strangers who you will never meet and who can care less about either one of us. But you would rather band together with them just to go against not just your own flesh and blood, but your identical twin sister. As I said, she had been brainwashed by the foster care system to hate me like this. Like, if we were still raised by the biological mom, Francis, or the biological family members, I mean, the family is dysfunctional, but they know how to love each other at the end of the day. But if any family member get mad at me, they hate me forever. I mean, me and Ramona still not on speaking terms because like Sunday, October 14th, 2018, I told her, you're evil and satanic. We have not been in contact since. I am officially and totally estranged from the whole entire family. I'm just by myself. And I'm tired of being used as a cash cow or y'all leeching off of me or being such fucking predators. Abusive, narcissistic, gang stalking predators of the whole entire family. And they even make attempts to try to brainwash and corrupt the kids in the family. And people have talked about all the biological family members whose eyes look dead. But they're scared to say something about my twin sister. They don't want, when it comes to my twin sister, they don't want to give a straight answer. And the fake TI perps, it seemed like they trample and stump all over me and deliberately run to my twin sister on purpose to get underneath my skin and make me mad when we get into an argument. You know, so when I mentioned about people who, if I never did you anything and you unfollow or block me on social media, it's because, like what people say, that somebody tapped them on the shoulder and slandered them. And the gang stalkers themselves have lied. The sex trafficking gang stalkers have lied and said that they lied to other TIs and said that I'm a perp. And they want me hated and just totally isolated. But, you know, you can't even have, and I'm going to speak out against foster and biological family, whatever, any of their gang stalking tactics. People like Mark and all them, they're not gang stalking me because I'm not around them. But my twin sister's doing all this fake coward bully shit online. But then she can never be by herself. She always got an audience or always got a whole fake cult army to back her up. She can never do anything without China. And my own twin sister had been blown up and bigger than me, and she'd been calling me fat and greedy for years. As I said, she started the slander campaign and lied and said that I'm clout chasing and scamming and begging for money and committing fraud, when she did that as a way to distract from her gang stalking activities. And then she lied to people and said that I forced myself to be homeless just for pity and attention. When you know damn well, you know the program, and you're pretending like you're ignorant of the gang stalking program, and then you turn around and say you lie and say Candy's the gang stalker and mocking and laughing at me in her videos, and then she went last year and said gang stalking is not real. But you say gang stalking is not real, but you're gang stalking the fuck out of your own twin sister. But then when other people try to tell you, you know, yes, this gang stalking is real, and then they will say that, you know, if other people say that, yes, gang stalking is real, and then she'll act like she believed them. But why? I'm her own twin, like she doesn't, like my twin sister never had any loyalty towards me. She never had any love for me. She never had any respect towards me. And I'm the one that's so just evil, hateful, dirty, and whatever. And if anything evil about me is reactive abuse from her initial narcissistic abuse, gaslighting, trying to discredit, deflecting, all of that. We'd be talking on the phone and she'll just have an attitude and be rude for no reason. Where'd she get that from? The fake foster mom. Or just be mean for nothing. I have to get yelled at and hear lectures. That's my twin sister. And she tried to handle me like an abusive boyfriend, excuse me, like as if she tried to discipline and handle me like an abusive boyfriend, being a perpetrator of domestic violence. That's how she treat me. Because I witnessed this shit growing up in foster care with the foster brother Joe. You want to sit there and rather be like your abusers rather than to be like, I'm not the demon that y'all try to falsely paint me out to be. My twin sister, and it's like, I did a video on that. It's like, we're all victims of the same abuse. Why are you hating and attacking other victims and acting like you think you're better? How come you don't have hostility or anger? You're sitting there, got Stockholm Syndrome, defending the fake foster mom. Or if you will forgive and love the foster brother Joe, he tried to kill us and we were fucking kids. And he was a grown, in his 20s. I mean, if you 24 and 25 years old and you giving us black eyes, busted lip, choking us or putting us in wrestling moves where we can't breathe. Well, no, I don't think he choked us, but I think the foster sister April supposedly choked. I mean, all this abuse we went through, and you turned into an abusive monster. Predator. And I never really had my twin sister. Thanks to this fake foster care system destroying families, and the foster mom herself probably used some powerful witchcraft to make sure that me and my twin sister could never get along or be close. Me and my twin sister can't even have a decent birthday because she uses that to perp me, ignore the shit out of me all day, or perp me the worst. Why can't we be just normal and regular with each other? Even the past few years, I wouldn't even talk about Aaliyah on, for our birthday or nothing. But I'm not even allowed to even mention or talk about our birthday. But she can. As I said, the online perps gave her permission and the green light and the go ahead to celebrate our birthday. But I wasn't allowed to have anything. I nearly got killed. I lost my fucking cell phone. It got damaged and lost. And then I had to deal with a horrible abuse and gang stalking on my own damn birthday. Even being perped by the fake Jehovah's Witness cult members. And speaking of the fake Jehovah's Witnesses cult, the biological brother Pete, in the video last night, I forgot to mention that I forgot to mention that Pete is the only family member whose birthday is in June. I think it was June 14th. The only family member that I know of out of our immediate family. But any nieces and nephews, I got nieces and nephews and cousins, aunts, uncles, or whatever, that I don't even know. I don't know about their existence, or I don't know their names. Like, I heard Wyatt and Mark got secret kids floating around or running around. And it's like, I'm not even allowed to know. Like, so it's like, if there's a wedding in the family or a birthday party, Candy's not invited. But, if there's a family funeral, they would try to beat you into submission and bully and force you to go. Or bully, harass, and threaten you, even if you don't have the money to be able to make it to such and such family member's funeral. Ain't that something? But, who are you to think that you got the authority and to take away your own twin sister's rights? If we're both grown and you try to control and abuse me and think you're an authority figure over me and use my so-called mental, whatever, false label of mental, because you're mental too. People call you crazy too. People think we're both crazy for not being able to get along. And the foster family and the foster care system, they profited off of us not being able to get along because they felt like it made us look crazy so that, they can. But the psychiatric medications that they put us on made it, and also probably, if, they don't want me and my twin sister to be together or any of the other family members. In the online perps, they're helping my twin sister to stay, they're helping my twin sister to stay separated from me. And they don't want us getting along, because then they don't want to lose her because she's part of their cult. And if she joins with me and start being supportive, then they gotta gang stalk her too. And she ain't ready for that. But she thinks she's big and bad. She wouldn't do this shit by herself. She got a whole fake cult gang army to try to take me down, and she don't even do this. She got flying monkeys. And then she reversed it on me and lied and said I'm the one with the flying monkeys. I've said that she, manipulated my neighbors against me, even when I was living in Los Angeles. And when I was living in New Orleans Towers, she would go and wait till I'm going to school and make up lies and slander me to my neighbors. But I'm the one who's so evil and hateful. And she thinks, she would create, she would make rumors, lying and saying that I slept with whatever boyfriend or husband she had, and over exaggerate and think the shit is funny. But my twin sister, probably, if we had to live together, she's so abusive that she would have killed me. Or she would have set me up to be murdered. But y'all say that I'm the one who's so hateful. Dang. My phone won't even let me swipe down. My phone froze just now. My phone was froze just now, and it wouldn't even let me swipe down. It's 1:28 a.m. in the morning. So, yeah, I don't have anybody to be loyal to me. I don't have anybody really that's in my corner. I don't have anybody to sympathize or empathize with my suffering. They will criminalize me expressing my emotions about my suffering. They're vibrating my left foot right now. I got a headache. But Candy Grandpre doesn't have a right to fucking breathe air. I don't have a right to breathe air. But y'all can just... my own twin sister, what makes she thinks that she's better than me, that she's able... she gets to be allowed to drive a car, have money, have a stable place to live, have relationships and friendships with people, have a family. But I'm not allowed to even just exist. If y'all find out what our government has been doing to people, why don't y'all have that hatred towards them? But no, y'all, or why don't y'all have any hatred towards how wicked these celebrities are? Like, if I'm sitting here looking at, scrolling up my YouTube feed, and I'm like, I can care fucking less about some YNW Melly or whatever his fucking name is, or Lil Uzi Vert, Cardi B, the fuck, Trippie Redd. I hate modern day music. Fuck all y'all. I like the old folks, like Ice Cube, Aaliyah, SWV, or you know, but as I said, if me trying to follow Jesus Christ, I don't listen to them. I have backslid off and on, but it seemed like in 2019, all the way through 2021, it seemed like as if I would listen to R&B music, secular R&B music, and listen to everybody but Aaliyah, since I'm not allowed to. But I mean, I really think it was my twin sister that when she found out about me following Aaliyah's brother Rashad on Twitter, I think that she got a secret Twitter to DM him and slander me to him, and that might have been why he unfollowed and blocked me. So Aaliyah's family members have done me dirty shit, and then they're shocked and surprised when I say bad stuff about them. So fuck them too. I still respect Aaliyah, but fuck your family. Fuck your family. Just like fuck my family. Because Aaliyah was targeted. Whitney Houston was targeted. Michael Jackson. Shucks, people say Phyllis Hyman was targeted. Vesta Williams. Shaka Khan, mentioned I forgot what she mentioned about the industry around the time that Whitney Houston was, murdered. So, as I say, I'm not this monster or horrible person that people are actually making up lies, falsely accusing me of committing crimes that I'm not even aware of what they're saying about me. This happens with a lot of targeted individuals. So I'm not a bad or horrible person or just got crazy antics. If they got somebody that professes to be a targeted individual and saying you're crazy because they are sold out, corrupted, abusive, narcissistic, fake TI perp. And so somebody on Twitter, I'm not following that person, but some people responded to this person on Twitter who said that they're a targeted individual and that another target was acting strange and stalking, harassing, and threatening. And I'm like, well, that target started to stalk, harass, and threaten you and make you feel unsafe because that target became a perp. They sold out. They had a guy that got killed for exposing. He got murdered for exposing that he got killed for exposing that that they try to get targeted individuals with good souls that are Christian or whatever, to sell out and become satanic. They're trying to beat me into submission, and so they will lie and destroy everything about me. For Christmas 2020, my twin sister was trying to make a fake offer to try to get me to sell out and try to make me stop doing videos and, trying to manipulate me and lie and say she ain't a gang stalker and all that. But then when I figured, well, Brandy, you lied so much, I don't believe you. So then she started gang stalking and bullying and harassing me even worse. But none of my family treat me like family. And I'm not allowed to speak the truth, but they can lie all day and pretend that they're victims. My twin sister is the narcissistic bully, and I am the targeted black sheep scapegoat. As I said, you shouldn't treat your own twin sister like an abusive boyfriend that's perpetrating domestic violence, or like severe hostile domestic violence. That's what this so-called twinship is like. It's like really abnormal. And everything I do or say, y'all think I'm crazy and be like, well, that's not normal behavior, Candy. So they've been blasting loud music all day, every day. I've been feeling headache, nausea, vertigo, sleep deprivation. And so being a targeted individual, you are not the problem. The gang stalker sitting there serving the devil. And so people try to say, well, before you listen to a rumor that somebody said about that person, well, you know, that somebody usually making rumors about you, then you know, take a look at that person rather than the person spoken about. I have no reason to lie or manipulate or play games. I'm sitting here serious and fighting for my life every day, fighting for my survival, and y'all sitting here playing games and laughing and thinking this shit is funny. Well, my storage space on my phone is eating up, and so I'll see y'all later.